So shortly after I saw you guys last time, the magician came around and said that all of the randoms were going off to fight a dragon. So I decided I was gonna go along. I figured this would be a good time for me to get to know some of them, but there were a fair few of them, and remembering all of their names was just not on the cards. So I devised a little bit of a word association way of remembering them, so let me introduce you to the ones that I've met so far. First, we have Old Time Eagle. Then there was the Mustache Maniac, Cardboard Cowboy, Fox Dude, Hippie Elf, Emo Goatman, Mr. No Card Tricks Magic that we've already met, Mischief, Lady Pirate Fish, and finally Squid Boy, which I'm pretty sure is that smelly merchant we saw in the first episode. We finally made it to the stronghold and got ourselves ready to go through the portal. Disaster struck as we went through, and almost everybody died of suffocation damage immediately. In hindsight, I should have probably checked the chat for the messages that were popping up, but alas, I did not, and here we are. We finally made it through, regrouped and regathered all of our scattered items, and got ourselves ready for what was ultimately going to be a weird dragon fight. So weird that in the end, the death shot was done by the Mustache Maniac and his mustache.
I beat him with a mustache!
Oh no! Oh, and then went the egg.
So when it was all said and done, we all went our separate ways into the end, and I managed to team up with the emo goat man guy thing, and we set off to find some end cities and do a little bit of end raiding, but it wasn't exactly smooth sailing, seeing as we lost all of our items and we weren't very well prepared for it. First city we came across was a really tiny tower, and after that we just managed to find a couple of cities that had already been raided by Lady Pirate Fish, who's apparently really good at this. So yeah, I just called it a day there. And finally, in you guys' absence, I went nether mining for a little bit this week. Did the traditional sweepy nether mining technique, seeing as I don't really have any explosives or any good access to wool and beds yet. Managed to get a few, but definitely not the most efficient way of doing things. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Randomcraft. Right, now that I got you guys all up to date on what's been happening this week, it has been a very hectic week. Let me clue you guys in on what's been going on around here at the base. So first of all, Ray is now the name of the donkey. The name has been picked. I still need some name tags to name the dogs, but I do know what I'm going to call them, but we'll probably get around to that. Maybe later this episode, maybe next episode. I just need to get some more name tags. Then we have a to-do list now, and here you can see kind of what the plans are going to be for the next couple of episodes. First off, we need to get an iron farm. I need an income. I do not want to be without diamonds. Then we need a smelter, because in getting ready to build the iron farm over there, I realized that my smelting capabilities were just abysmal. So we need a smelter ASAP. The metal shop is kind of going to go hand in hand with the iron farm. I'll tell you guys about that in a little bit. I have been getting some netherite gear. I have this Silk Touch pickaxe as well as my fortune one that's in my ender chest. And I also have a helmet that's netherite at this point. I do have a few scraps, but I'm thinking I'm going to start collecting at least 3 of these and make myself a tunnel bore so we can get the rest that way. And then up production on the old netherites a little bit. Then ender chest storage. I want this whole ender chest completely filled up with shulker boxes, so we're going to need minus the 1 for the ender chests. We're going to need 26 shulker boxes. I currently have 3. The end raiding after the dragon fight did not go very well. That's the back of my head, and that's nothing. Hi. It did not go well. So yeah, that needs to get sorted out. Might do that on a live stream tomorrow. So if you guys are watching this on release day, tomorrow we'll probably do a live stream. Saturday, we'll do some end busting, right? And then I need to get all of the maps from that weird trader dude, right? Things have been happening on these maps. There's been new things. Now that I kind of know who these people are, even though I'm not entirely sure who's what, where, when, why, I kind of have an idea. So there's Mount Claire over here and then Magic's workshop over there. So those are my direct neighbors. Magic is just on the other side of that mountain, and Claire is basically on top of there somewhere, maybe just past that. So actually, you know what we can do, although it's raining now, so I'll wait until it stops raining. And while we wait for it to get nighttime so that I can actually sleep, yeah, we got these two dudes down here, pacified and ready to go. And we also have, I'll just show you guys these things. I'm just waiting for it to be night so I can sleep the rain away and take you guys on the first flight. That's going to be nice. We also have these guys in here. I thought I'd AFK'd enough, but apparently I still need like 3 of them to be able to finish this farm. So yeah, I need 24 villagers. There's 21 there. Yeah, that's about that. A bright new sunny day. Let's go for a flight. Yay, we have wings, guys. I actually needed to trade with these, or for these. I needed to trade for these, because end rating did not go very well. But here we go for our first flight of the season. Oh-wee! I did not put them on. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right. Oh-wee! That wasn't embarrassing at all. But here we go. First flight, turn around. And this is our area, guys. So I don't know if we're going to be sprawling. I will probably plonk some things on this side, to be honest. But we're getting ready to set up the iron farm over here. I have some plans for this side of the mountain. I don't know what I'm going to do with the village just yet. And then I do have some ideas and plans for this gorge. But I am going to mull it over a little bit longer. So, yeah, let's just see here quickly. I think this is actually Claire's mountain. Yeah, there's something there. I'm not going to show it. We'll wait for her first episode. You guys should go and subscribe to Claire and see what her first episode is all about. Let's go see what's on the other side of the mountain. Oh-wee! So, on this side, if we just come past this crest here, we will find Magic's little workshop, and he also has a new build that I don't want to show too much of, but yeah, that's Magic's shop over there, or his workshop, his house, his whatever. So that gives you guys a kind of an idea of where we are situated in this world. One thing that I did not show in the start of this episode is that I have been doing a absolute metric butt ton of caving, right? There are caves just about everywhere under here. And, oh, I haven't lit up that part there. Yeah, okay, great. More embarrassment. Anyway, so yeah, I have been doing a lot of caving. Mostly this side of my area. Not so much deeper into that side. Although I'm pretty sure I've done quite a bit on this side of the mountain. But there's just so many caves. And speaking of caves, I have some good ideas for... Ow, gotta get used to flying again. I got some good ideas for this cave here at the end of the gorge. But we'll get to that in a bit. You know what? I think that is enough posturing around. How's about we get into some building? I got everything ready here. We are going to build ourselves a good old iron farm. Time-lapse time. Oh, but we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Now comes the fun part. 24 villagers and 2 pillagers. Yay! to say, that went a lot better than I expected it to. 24 villagers and 2 pillagers, and I did not have any major issues. One little hiccup with adding an extra one into that cell and then getting him out pretty easily and getting him into there. And then there's one villager over there that is decided he doesn't want to take his bed. So I need to fix that, and I see we got cats spawning. Okay, cool. Now I can actually start collecting cats. Fantastic. So let's take our final rocket and do a little fly up. Alright, so this is an original design by Logical Geek Boy. I'm sure a lot of you would probably recognize it. We have a lightning rod up at the top here to stop lightning from getting any of these, because I have seen lightning go through glass before, and I do not want to have to deal with that. Also, these cells are set up in a way that if I ever have to come in and change out the beds, I can actually do so, because those trapdoors don't stop them from sleeping, but it does stop them from getting out. I've seen a lot of people use carpet there, and the carpet just breaks when you break the bed, so then they just end up getting out, and that's no fun for anyone. So yeah, it's got 8 cells, and it's been producing a fair decent amount. Let's go down. Also, you can see the mechanisms for me being able to turn this off, right? We got the torch tower, we got this line going here to the sticky pistons with the glass. This is for me to turn it off, because farms should always be toggleable. You shouldn't have to, you know, deal with things that you don't need. Also, this is eventually going to be a shop, right? Don't think that this thing isn't going to get a facade. I did not build it this close to my base just to have an ugly floating iron farm. This thing will have a facade eventually. It's just going to take me a little bit of time, you know. This is still like episode 2. So I need lots of materials to be able to make this facade. But the inside of this little U shape here is going to become one of 2 things. It's either going to be a metal shop that sells just iron, copper, gold, and netherite, or it's just going to be an iron shop where maybe I have some metal workers like the armorer, the toolsmith, and the weaponsmith in here, and maybe deal in some of their trades, selling some unenchanted diamond armor or something. That's an option. I'll still figure that out, but for now, we have a slight little shop front here, like a temporary one, right? I still need to fill up the chests, but the iron is going to be 1 diamond per stack, and that is my price. So far, I am calling this the Foundry for the time being, and yeah, it is a loud experience. If you don't want iron and you don't like the way I handle my golems, then, well, I don't know. You're gonna have to deal with this. Anyway. Then going in the back here, we have the employees only section, right? This is the sorting system. Poppies get auto-composted into some bone meal for me, which is nice. I also have a lever here that I can turn this hopper off so that I can collect some poppies in that barrel up there if I really need to. And then, let's see. This has been running for about 3.5 hours at this point, maybe 4. And we have that. This one hasn't started filling up yet. This one's almost full. And then that. So let's just consolidate all of them quickly and see what we have. I think we should have a double chest, 2 double chests, and that little bit. Right? 2 double chests and about 9, 10 stacks. Alright. So I think it's producing pretty decently, especially considering most of the time that cell and that cell wasn't working because of not locating beds. Now this one's working, but that one's still not working. So for the last maybe an hour or so, it's been running at almost full capacity. But yeah, that's the iron farm. Also, we found this little doggo. He was in a little hole there that I had to fill up. I was like, oh, well, I guess we're saving him, so you're coming with me. So we're going to need another dog name, right? I have 2 dog names that have been requested by viewers. We have Snoop. One's going to be Snoop, and the other one is going to be... I forget the name. I'm sorry. It was a former dog of one of my viewers. And yeah, I forgot the name. But we will name the dogs next episode when I have all the name tags ready. You stay there for now, okay? Cool. So, that's the iron farm. Complete. And now we have a source of income as soon as I fill up those barrels. But we can mark that off, at least, the iron farm. I'm not going to mark off the metal shop until I've actually put a facade around it. So yeah, we'll leave that one on the board for now. So I'm going to go fill up these chests, and then this shop will officially be open. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we have filled up at least 2 double chests and another almost half here. So that's 5 chests worth of iron for these weirdos to come and buy if they so choose. I think that is a good start to a shopping empire. I don't know. I'll probably make some more shops. But while I was doing that, it hit me. You know what? This shop here is definitely just going to be for iron. Right? We're going to have iron ingots, we're going to have iron blocks, and then we're going to have the iron workers and their trades. But then we can also do things like anvils and iron bars and trapdoors and doors and all kinds of other things that you can only make out of iron. And then I think we'd make a separate shop for copper, one for gold, one for, well, I don't know about the netherite. We'll figure that one out. But the other shops can also sell different variations of not just the metal, but the copper would be able to sell like all the different variations of copper and the cuts and the whatnots. I definitely won't go as far as to do slabs and stairs, but you guys get the idea, right? But, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna have to do it for today. I think we have achieved more than enough. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day. And see ya. You know what? I feel like a wardrobe change is in order. What do you guys think? Should we change our suit? I think so.